Respected dear brothers and sisters, my pranams to you. Very recently, we found that two extremely crooked methods are being followed by Christians all over India and some of the Muslim speakers in many parts of India. We found that the conversion to Christianity is going on uninterruptedly through these cheating and fraud methods. One of the latest methods adopted appears to be informing the poor illiterate people that they are under the threat of AIDS, or they have got cancer, or they are suffering from TB or extremely dangerous diseases. The Christian doctors conduct the test, conduct the physical and psychological examination of the poor people, and after the so-called test and diagnostic evaluations, the doctors give the prescription to the poor people by saying that they have got cancer, or in return it is given that they have got AIDS or TB or something like that. And when the poor illiterate people are scared of this prescription, the Christian doctors console them by saying that don't worry too much about it. There is a method for solving that fellow's problem. Continuously pray for about 21 days in St. Mary's Church or Marthoma Church or Velangani Church or any church which is nearby that place. These church-based prayers are prescribed for only Hindu patients. The condition is that these patients should go to the church for 21 days, and after 12 to 15 days they have to come to the doctor again. These poor Hindus, they go to the prescribed church by the doctor, and many of the doctors are getting commission for that. Some of the doctors may be doing even though cheating without taking money, and the poor Hindus are forced to go to the church. After 15 days they come to the doctor and say, I did prayer in Velangani Church, St. Mary's Church for the last 15 days. I want to know what is my health condition. The doctor again conducts some fraud test and say that almost your problems are solved, but still the risk is there. The thing what you should do, is there any idol in your home, idol of Lord Krishna, Lord Rama, Andava, Ganesha, Saraswati, Lakshmi or Parvati or Vishnu? If it is there, then naturally St. Mary or Annai Velangani or Jesus will not bless you. Because Christian gods hate the Hindu gods, because Hindu gods are Satans. So if any god, any picture or any idols are there in your home, that you should remove immediately. That is called Vidudal. In Tamil and Malayalam it is called Vidudal. That fellow should get rid of Hindu deities and Hindu gods. And after that again 7 days this fellow should go to Annai Velangani Church or the church and pray. That poor fellow who wants to get rid of this type of diseases follow literally the advice given by the doctors, and after 21 or 23 days this patient again come to the doctor. The doctor, after conducting a series of tests, so-called fraud tests, give the prescription in writing that this fellow does not have now the diseases which was prescribed earlier, which was detected earlier. So the so-called diagnostic test carried out earlier and at present, these two are absolutely wrong and fraud. And this particular Hindu poor fellow is forced to go to the church and pray for 21 days. During that period, he is forced to remove all the idols and the pictures of Hindu gods in his home. And after that, it is compulsory that this fellow should go to the church and in the group prayer where 10,000 people attend, this fellow is expected to go to the stage, and when asked the question, how was your health earlier and now how is your health, why you got rid of this particular disease and what you did for that, explain that all in detail. This fellow who prayed at Velangani church, who removed the Hindu deities from his home, he will be explaining everything in the stage to the public audience, and that is what is known as telling the Sakshyam telling. And once he has given the Sakshyam, then the priest publicly requests this poor Hindu that he should bring 21 more Hindus to the church and do the same whatever benefit that fellow got from the church, and then only it is known as Abhishiktam. The Sakshyam is the way in which, Sakshyam is the method in which he has to proclaim, he has to declare that he got the benefit from the church by praying. And then Abhishiktam means this fellow should bring 21 or more Hindus to the church, convert them to Christianity, and then get himself Abhishiktam, coronation or something like that. This way, tens of thousands of Hindus are being converted into Christianity in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka and Andhra. Almost the Kanyakumari district has completely got converted into Christianity through these crooked methods. And this is happening continuously, not only for getting rid of or curing the diseases. Whenever the daughter's marriage has not been taken place, the priest tells him to come here for 21 days, remove all the deities in your home, all Hindu deities from your home, and continue to pray for 21 days, your daughter's marriage will be definitely taking place. If that fellow's daughter's marriage has taken place, definitely that fellow has to come there and then do the Sakshyam, declaring that my daughter's marriage took place only because I prayed in this Velangani church. And after the marriage, this fellow is expected further to bring 21 or more Hindus to the church and convert them to Christianity. The Hindu who got converted into Christianity is given the responsibility of converting other Hindus into Christianity. If one fellow is suffering from the financial problem, he will also be advised exactly the same way. 21 days that fellow should come to this church and pray. Once his financial problem is solved, then he will have to do the Sakshyam and also the so-called Abhishiktam. And once land is to be sold and if nobody is coming for purchasing that land, the church will also do the broker work of selling that land. And once the land is sold, definitely that fellow has to come to the church for 21 days and do the Sakshyam. Like this, tens of thousands of Hindus are being converted by the earlier Hindus or the present Christians. And the church motivates it, gives enough commission for the Christians for bringing Hindus to the church, and this method is adopted throughout South India. I do not know exactly what is happening in North India. I would like each and every Hindu friends and family members to be careful about it. Be aware that these are all the cheating method adopted by Christians for converting the Hindus, and they wanted to see that by 2020 the Indian Parliament session is will be inaugurated by chanting biblical mantras, Bible. So the first millennia they converted England and Europe. Second millennia they converted America and Africa. Third millennia 42 lakhs of Christian missionaries working in India. 4.2 million Christian workers working in India. They have taken the responsibility of converting all the Hindus into Christian fold. About 2.1 lakh Christian priests and nuns are giving leadership for this conversion. All the crooked and cheating methods are adopted for converting the Hindus into Christian fold throughout India, through millions and millions of churches and thousands of so-called Dhyana Kendra, where the prayer and cheating for curing the diseases and solving the family problems are being taken place. My request to you, be a Hindu, be a proud Hindu, learn Hindu Dharma and spread Hindu Dharma, because for the last 10,000 years, India remained as a land which prayed Loka Samasta Sugino Bhavantu. And India is the land which never prayed Haindavaha Samasta Sugino Bhavantu. We did not pray Bharatiyaha Samasta Sugino Bhavantu. Our prayer was Loka Samasta Sugino Bhavantu. It should be kept in the mind that Hindu Dharma will not be protected by another avatara coming as Mahavishnu's avatara like Lord Krishna or Lord Rama. It is the responsibility of the Hindus working in Congress, working in BJP, working in leftist parties, working in atheist groups, whomsoever they may be, whether they worship Hindu gods or not. It is their duty, it is their dharma to protect Hindu Dharma. If India has to remain as a secular land like now what we are seeing. This is one aspect of Christian conversion. Another aspect of Muslim conversion which is taking place other than love jihad continuously throughout South India, the Muslim so-called speakers will be coming to the stage in public. Hundreds or thousands of Muslims will be gathering there for listening the speech, and it will be so happening that the speaker will be inviting a Hindu sannyasi, a fake beggar sannyasi, or a Muslim himself dressed in sannyasi dress with a saffron, with a bhasma, with a chandan and so on. The Muslim in a sannyasi vesha, in a sannyasi dress, they are invited to the stage, and the so-called speaker will be asking some questions from Grihya Sutra, Shrauta Sutra or Upanishad or Vedas. These fellows will be giving one or two answers as taught by this particular Muslim speaker earlier. And after that, this so-called sannyasi in fraud dress, he will be telling that I do not know anything about Hindu Dharma. And this so-called Muslim speaker, he will be telling to this particular sannyasi that you are ignorant about your Dharma, and in Vedas only description given, in Vedas the descriptions given are mainly connected with Allah, Prophet Muhammad and Quran. So Vedas contain about Allah and Prophet Muhammad and Quran. Vedas explain only one God concept, monotheism. So why you continue as a Hindu? You should convert into an Islam. Then that fellow in public get himself converted into Christianity. Islam. If he is not converting, then he will be going from the stage, and the video of this particular defeating the sannyasi will be displayed in YouTube and also spread as the CDs and VCDs throughout. Thus, a Muslim speaker defeating a Hindu sannyasi is shown as VCDs throughout the world, showing the superiority of the Islam culture. And if the sannyasi could answer all the questions and all the challenges put forth by the Muslim, that particular VCD will not be produced and will not be distributed at all. And if at all it is produced, all the arguments put forward by the Hindu sannyasi will be cut and removed. Only the argument of this Muslim will be shown. This is one of the most dangerous things happening, that the sannyasis, the so-called fraud sannyasis, or the people who are in saffron dress, or Muslim who are forced to wear the saffron dress and the basma and chandan. They will be invited, or they are invited to the stages, and with the mutual understanding that this fellow should tell this type of answer, should explain this type of words when such and such questions are asked. At the end, this particular fellow will be agreeing that he got defeated, and he will be showing that I am now getting converted into Islam. You all should get converted into Islam. So the so-called superiority of Islam and the Quran is demonstrated through the fraud, fake, cheating and treachery pathway adopted by the so-called Samvadam. It is called Samvadam. And any sannyasi who could answer all the questions and counter argue with the Muslim speaker, naturally that video CD will not be coming to the market, nor it will be appearing in the YouTube. My request to you, and you can see many of the Vedic mantras are being converted by misappropriation. Say for example, Purusha Sukta, it is given Sahasra Shirisha Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrabad Sabomim Vishwado Vritvatyadishtat Changulam Purusha Evedam Sarvam Et Bhodam Et Chabhavyam. This is the Purusha Sukta verse. How it is converted? Sahasra Shirisha Allah Sahasraksha Sahasrabad. Sahasra Shirisha Purusha got converted into that Purusha is removed and Allah is put. And then it is publicly proclaimed that Vedas contain the word of Allah. Remember that Allah is not an Indian word. It is not a Sanskrit word. It is Arabic word. And Islam got formed in 9th century or 8th century AD. Whereas Vedas were written 60th century BC. 6,000 years ago, 8,000 years ago. So these are all Kim Svetpa Namka Usa Praksha Asid Kadamit Svet Kadhasi Eda. This is a Vedic line. This is changed to Kim Svedalla Kausa Allah Asid Kadamit Svet Kadhasi Eda. These are the Vedic mantra chanted. And the pronunciation of the Vedas done by Sakir Naiks are all utter useless. Not even a letter correct in that one. This way, the conversion by demonstrating that the superiority of Islam, superiority of Quran, superiority of Allah are being demonstrated, and Hindus are converted into that. And many of the Nambutiris, Kerala Brahmins, it is shown that Kerala Brahmins are converting into Islam. But in fact they are not Brahmins at all. They are Muslims dressed in Kerala Brahmins apparel. In that dress they are shown in the video that they are Brahmins, and the argument start between Sakir Naik or other Muslim speaker with this particular group of Kerala Brahmins. In fact those are not Brahmins, they are Muslims dressed in Brahminical apparel. And finally the argument or discussion goes on, and these so-called Brahmins, Muslims in Brahmins apparel, they agree that they got defeated, and they say that now only we could understand what is really meant by my Vedas. And in fact Vedas contain only Allah and other thing. So we do our pranams to the Islam religion and we want to convert into Islam. These are all a drama acted by paying money or by the crooked conversionist in the Islam. On the one side love jihad is going on for converting tens and thousands of Hindu girls into Islamic field or Islamic religion. On the other, this type of Samvadam dialogue is going on, and you inviting useless sannyasis or Muslims dressed in sannyasi vesha, and then they are forced to agree that Islam is superior, and then they are converted into Islam. On the one side Christianity is spreading by all the treachery and crooked adharmic way. On the other side Islam is spreading throughout India. All those who are listening, this message through YouTube, my request to you that I am not against any religion, I am not supporting any religion, and I have got many hundreds and hundreds of Christians and Muslims as my friends and as my teachers. But remember that this type of crooked dharmic methods adopted, every Hindu should be aware. For the last 950 years, the attack towards Hindu Dharma were taking place from outside. Now the attack for Hindu Dharma is taking place from within. Attack is taking place from inside. This one should remember very carefully and inform all your family members, particularly the young girls who got entrapped into the love jihad, who just watch the YouTube of Zakir Naik's messages, converting the so-called Hindu sannyasis and Nambudris and Brahmins into Islamic fold, and the so-called excellent Christians acting superficially that they are great, they are secular, but inside they are cheating the poor Hindus and also rich Hindus in the name of diseases or their family problem, and then converting them to Christianity. As Swami Vivekananda said, if the number of Hindus decreased by one, or the number of Christians or Muslims increased by one, it is not the problem. When a Hindu get converted into a Christian fold or Islamic fold, one enemy to this country and one enemy to this Dharma has been created. That is the problem. This line has been quoted by Mahatma Gandhi and Swami Vivekananda alike. My request to you, be careful that whomsoever has got converted into other religion, bring them back without delay and invite them to be a part of Hindu Dharma. Take them to temple, teach some of the Hindu ideals and other principles. So let everyone worship the God they like, but let them be Hindu. As an Indian, following Sanatana Dharma, worshipping the God they like. Just like Dr. Joseph Pulikundnel, who is the director of Indian Institute of Christian Studies, he used to say, I am a Hindu, but my Ishta Devada is Jesus Christ. I am a Hindu. So keep the Hindu culture. Never get converted into any other religion. And be a proud Hindu which could pray Sarve Bhavantu Suginaha, Sarve Sandhu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyandu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhaved. So let Hindu Dharma enlighten the world, which is the Dharma of 21st century. Millions and millions of Americans and Europeans are coming to Hindu Dharma. Many of the people in Hollywood, actors and others, many rulers in many countries, knowing the greatness of Hindu Dharma, they are coming into Hindu Dharma pathway, whereas by cheating and crooked methods, Indian Christians and Muslims are converting poor Hindus into their fold by giving money, by love jihad, or by adopting the most crooked negative pathway, which can never be even imagined in the 21st century, violating all the medical ethics, all the dharmic ethics, and even the religious ethics. They are converting Hindus to make an Islamic land by 2020. That is done by Muslims by converting India into a Christian land by 2020. This is done by the Christians. I request each and every one of you, do your level best wherever you are and inform all the Hindus that these are all the things happening in India, particularly in Kerala. Kerala Muslims and Kerala Christians are giving the leadership for converting India into a Muslim land or a Christian land. So it is the responsibility of every Keralite to see that India remain a Hindu land, where even though we have got only 67% Hindus now, our bound duty to protect our Dharma, our religion, and reminding and remembering that another avatara will not come here again for protecting our Dharma. We have to take the role of avatara for protecting, spreading, learning and practicing Hindu Dharma. With these words, I would like to submit my pranams to every one of you. Thank you very much.